Good Sunday afternoon, everybody. Come on in. I'm feeling festive today, as you can see. Hope you all are having a God bless Sunday morning. Before I get started cooking, I just want to say to the world, I thank God for being here today. I thank God for my health and strength. When I think about some of the things that other people around the country are going through, I am blessed, and I'm sure many of you out there are the same. The flooding, the shootings, just all kinds of things, and even sickness and mayhem in the homes and all those kind of things. So I just thank God for being here this morning in my right mind. And I think I must have ran into 20 people last week that every time I said, hey, how you doing? They said, it's good to be seen. And it is in this day and time. So, y'all, listen, we're getting ready to get a Sunday dinner started. So we're going to get right on with it. And like I said, I just hope y'all having a God bless Sunday. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe when you tune in. I remember to say that today. Okay, let's get to the menu for today, which is right here. Okay, let's move it on up there. Hoping you all can hear me. I got this volume cranked all the way up. I promise that's about all I can do with this camera. So hopefully it'll come through loud and clear. Okay, as you can see, the menu for Sunday dinner today is a chicken stir fry. I'm going to do a sausage and shrimp gumbo, and I'm going to throw a little chicken in there as well. I didn't put it up there, but chicken will be in it. It's going to go, that stir fry is going to go over that jasmine rice. I'm going to do some savory kale, and I'm going to do a fruit and vegetable salad. So that's going to be something new. So that's a test kitchen item today. And we're going to have some sweet cornbread and brown sugar lemonade. As you notice, I don't have a big old heavy meal today, but I've got kind of a semi-light meal. I didn't feel like doing a whole lot of heavy pots and pans slinging today, so this is what we're going to do today. Lots of it, and we're just going to sit back, relax, and enjoy. It's a beautiful day out there today. Sort of overcast, but it's not real hot, so we're going to enjoy this Sunday, and we're going to tell God thank you for this is the day that He has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. At least I am, and I know that you are as well. So let's get this dinner started. I've already started a couple of things. As you know, we have to do some do-ahead sometime when we're cooking. So let's get right here on the counter. You can see I've already got my kale and stuff laid out. I got my kale laid out. I've already chopped that chicken. I used my scissors, chopped it, pre-seasoned it and everything. That's going to go in the stir fry, and those are the veggies for it. So we got everything all over the place right here. So that helps a whole lot. And y'all know I always keep my dish detergent and my Clorox standing by for the sanitary part of it. So we're just going to get more things going. I'm going to get over here on the stove. Oh, and I've already started mine. Let me show you what I'm doing back here on the stove, because I don't plan to being in the kitchen no more than a couple of hours today. On that back burner there, I've got some chicken. I got about 2 cups of diced chicken already boiling. I'm getting ready to put the seasoning in that. That's about 10 cups of water, 2 cups of diced chicken, and that's going to be my gumbo pot. So I got to put the shrimp and the rest of the ingredients in. And as I go along and get them done, I'll start putting them together, and we'll come back and talk about it. Of course, this skillet here, I'm getting ready to start my stir fry in that skillet there, and we'll get that going. And I'm debating, when I do the stir fry, I'm thinking I want some Alfredo sauce in there, but we're just going to see how that part of it works out. I'm going to go ahead and put me a 1/4 cup of oil in that skillet and let it start heating up, y'all. Because you know when you stir fry, you have to have it real hot. And I'm calling it stir fry because basically that's what it is. But as we go along, you know me, I might switch up on you, but I'll let you know if I do. Hope if y'all went to church today, hope you had a good service. Heard some good singing and some good word. And if you did not, hopefully you had your own little Bible study or church this morning. This is what I've done today. I've had my own little church service here today. Got a lot of stuff going on this week. My sisters, I told you, yeah, my sister is here. She and her family are here. They up in Fayetteville, so I'm excited about that. I hope they'll be in for dinner this afternoon. Not real sure because they're still tired from that road trip from Florida to North Carolina. That's about a 12 or 13 hour trip with children. So you have to stop lots, and they were in 3 different vehicles, so they had a lot going on. So if they don't show up this afternoon, they will certainly be here for the next Sunday dinner. And they did come in and spend the night with me. Let's see, Thursday night, I believe it was. So if they don't come today, I can understand. They're probably exhausted, but if they do, I'll be excited. And while they're here, I'll introduce them to you. So let's go ahead and get this chicken started. That's probably the most time-consuming thing that I have to do. And besides, I need to use this burner over here. So I'm going to go ahead and get the chicken started. And what I've done, I have gone ahead and pre-seasoned the chicken. Of course, these are chicken thighs, which will make a good stir fry. I kind of cut them in pieces like that. And some other pieces are not quite that large, some smaller pieces, but we'll see as we go along, because I want this to be a big hearty type meal. And this happens to be, let's see, this is 4 pounds of chicken thighs, okay? Yeah, that grease is good and hot now. Oh, and as I was getting ready to say, 4 pounds of chicken thighs, I just cut them, slice them, however. And you'll see this is a lot of chicken. I have put a tablespoon of complete seasoning on them, tablespoon of jerk seasoning on it, tablespoon of garlic powder, tablespoon of adobo seasoning. So, and a half, and 1 teaspoon, not a half, but a teaspoon of salt, my kosher salt I put on them. And I'm going to sprinkle them with a little bit of black pepper. So I'm going to have to do this in 2 batches. 4 pounds of chicken. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. It takes a few minutes to cook thigh meat, so that's why I wanted to go ahead and get it into the pan. Okay. I'm going to let that first batch cook. So it'll take about 15 minutes to cook that first batch, and then I'll start on the other batch. But this is going to be my version of a chicken stir fry, because I may or may not add that Alfredo sauce. We'll just play it by ear, okay? So I'm going to get over here and move on to the next thing. So hang in there with me. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and start seasoning the water with the chicken. Got that chicken, the 2 cups of chicken going. And what I'm putting in there now is just this chicken bouillon seasoning. It's in a powdered form. I'm doing 3 packs of that, which amounts to 1 tablespoonful. That should be enough just to boost that chicken flavor in there. And of course, I'm going to put some complete seasoning in. That's about the last of that jar right there. I'm going to, let's see, probably go with, my chicken is sizzling now. Oh yeah, that chicken is doing really, really, really good. Yeah. I'm sure y'all can hear that chicken sizzle. And if that's drowning me out, I'm not going to scream, but chicken has to fry, and it does make sound. So, go ahead with this. Make sure whether or not I have put, I'm going to go ahead and drop that, that's about a tablespoon of complete seasoning. So that finishes that jar. I've got a new one going. And then the next thing I'm going to put in that gumbo pot, I got some a medium onion and some celery that I've pulverized in my Ninja. So I got to get that in there, of course, for you seasoning. You get that water ready for the shrimp and for the sausage. I'm not going to do all the oysters and all that this time. This is just going to be just another version of gumbo. I don't know, how you have taste for stuff. I just had a taste for this today, and I thought, why not? Because, that gumbo is something tomorrow. Piece of cornbread or over some rice, it'll be real, real good. So, got that boiling on that back burner. Hold on, somebody's at my door, y'all. Hang on. Okay, got that second batch of chicken in, and I also went ahead and put the carrots. It takes carrots a little bit time to cook, so I went ahead and just started sauteing them as well. So they'll get in there and get all the juice from that chicken and all that flavor. So we're gonna have quite a pan.
I need some milk, Mama.
Hmm?
I need some milk.
And the milk, you already drank your milk. I got help this morning. My help is here,
I
y'all.
want the milk.
Okay. I got Norika's here with me this morning.
And I don't want no milk. And I want some the milk.
Okay. We'll get you some in a few minutes. So what we're going to do now to expedite this meal, I'm going to go ahead and get the kale started.
Come on. What? I said I want to get some donuts.
Okay, well, I'll give you one donut.
Okay.
He loves those white powdered donuts, honey. He got them to him last night. I thought he was the Frosty the Snowman. You can have one donut. You understand me?
Yeah.
One, because I already let you have a little cake, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want no cake. Thanks.
We have to negotiate. Narik likes sweets. He likes chocolates. Now he's discovered those powdered donuts. He and Kale both, they said, oh my goodness, that's good. So, what children know to say that? But they did. Anyway, back to this meal. Do a little cleanup here. And keep it moving. My little sous chef, Savannah, is not here today. Hopefully she and her dad's going to bring them on over today, but I'm not sure if they're going to be with me. I was going to let her help me do some. I mean, for a 7-year-old, she has a very good grasp on how to hold things. Her mom's been working with her too because she likes to cook. And her older sister is, you know how one child would love to do something and another one won't. She don't like to get in front of that camera. But Savannah, she is a natural, as y'all can see, handles herself. Fine motor skills are awesome. So she helped me a lot with two things. I'll upload the other one. She helped with breakfast one morning as well. Okay, these are cooking really good. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to switch sides and get my kale pot going. I'm multitasking now, y'all, so I got about 3 different dishes going here so far. And this is what you can do, you know, when you pay attention, like I said, you have to see, feel, you have to understand what you're cooking and know what you can do in the kitchen once you get started. And once you get started and get everything laid out, it's not a big deal in terms of putting it together. But when you got to get to that point, it's not going to happen overnight. So for those of you who are cooking along with me, if something don't go right, you just have to try it again. I've been there with things because I started cooking a long time ago. And even since I have been cooking over the years, when I try something new, if it's something that, you know, just is way, way, way off from what I do, sure I have to, it's trial and error. So, I mean, that's just life. Mr. White Donut face, look at that face. And he's just the cutest. He wants another donut now. I already know what he wants. I may let him have just one more. His daddy just left, so I can sneak him that second one. He can have that. I always tell my grandboys, these are my great-grandchildren I'm dealing with right now. I tell those grandboys, I said, look, nobody deprived you when you were little and hung out in the kitchen with me until you were 17. You ate in and everything you wanted and still do. So don't try to stop him at 3. Yes, darling. What's wrong?
Where's your phone?
My phone? It's right here. I'm recording with it. Oh. Yeah. What's going on with your game? With your, what's the name of that game? Switch. What's wrong with your Switch? Is it gonna work? He's really sure now. He's just 3. He knows how to do Fortnite of all things in the world. Please. But anyway, honey, these kids know how to do everything at a young age. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get my kale started. We've done kale many times on here. This is just our super food. We gotta have some super food today. So all I've done so far, I put about 4 cups of water in the pan, my big old pan, and I put a tablespoon of complete seasoning in that water. And I'm gonna cook them down. I'm gonna have to let it cook down. Got this first bag in there. Got a second bag. I always try to put 2 bags. And then I mix it with collards. So I'm not going to do any cooking meat because I'm going to use those collards that I already got cooked for my seasoning. So you can mix them with turnip collards or just by themselves. But today, because I have collards in the freezer that I need to go ahead and use, there's not enough collards for a complete meal. So I'm going to mix them with kale. And that's going to give them the best flavor. So that's another thing you can do with your leftovers too. You can incorporate them into other meals that you're cooking. So we're going to let that kale cook down. And I'll get that other pan there. It doesn't take that long for it to cook down. Okay. And my stir fry, as you can hear, is moving right along. I'm talking as loud as I can. Hopefully you can hear me. Hope it's not too loud. But like I said, I'm not a yeller. I don't want to yell. So we're going to get this kale going and we'll be back. Okay, those carrots are still sauteed. I'm going to go ahead and put the onions in. Okay. I got some celery, a little green pepper, and some onion to go in there. Okay. Got some nice red onions to go in there too, by the way. And I'm also going to put some of those onions into the kale. I always put onions in. Yes, baby. The girls, you remember the girls from yesterday, your cousins that you just met? Oh, no, Rick had not met Savannah and Kayla. Had not met them before. So those are your new cousins that you just now meeting. They're 9 and 7. Savannah 7 and Kayla is, Kayla is 9, Savannah 7. So they met up for the first time. Imagine that. Okay, so those are the veggies that's going to go in the stir fry. So I'm just going to let them sit there and do what they do. And I got the kale over here. It's cooking pretty good. I'm going to be adding a little bit more seasoning in between. And of course, I'm going to put the butter in. Going to hit it with a little bit more complete seasoning. Some adobo seasoning. That's a little salt content. That's in between. And we're going to turn them a little bit so they're cooking down. I got about another half a bag to go in there. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to have to add a little bit more water there. Okay. So all the kale greens are in the pot. Are you writing in Grandma's book?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to put about another half cup of water in there. That's all I need. About a half cup. I'm going to go ahead and cover these and let them go ahead and cook down, and then we'll deal with the seasoning after they get cooked down with it. Let's see. Yeah, got plenty of water in there. Just make sure you got enough water to get them steaming. So we're going to put the lid on. Turn that heat down a little bit. Check my stir fry here. Those veggies are going to be so wonderful cooked in that dripping from the bottom of that pan. And we're going to mix those. And I think I'm going to make a determination as to whether or not I'm going to put that Alfredo sauce. And I probably will, because I need the chicken stir fry to be able to stick to that rice. So hang in there, y'all. It's coming together. Okay. The veggies are almost there, y'all. Let them soften up a little bit more because I'm gonna actually put all this, mix all this with the chicken, and it's gonna go into the oven. And I think you know, put it down. Come on. Why do all little children like to write on themselves with ink pen? The wall or themselves? Yes.
I want to get the paper.
Okay, get a clean sheet. Don't write on where Grandma was writing, okay? Get you a clean sheet in there, okay?
Okay.
Yes, that's so sweet. Can't stop them from learning. 3-year-olds, they just don't even understand. Okay, that is smelling so wonderful, y'all. Woo. Wonderful. Now, I'm going to put the Alfredo on it. It's just, wow, that's going to be so titillating. You know what I'm going to do is, let me go ahead. I got this 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 cheesy Alfredo. I'm gonna put that on there. Okay. I'm not gonna even use an entire jar. Yes, darling. Oh my goodness, you did so wonderful. But don't write on Grandma's stuff, okay? Those are some of my recipes in there. Good thing it's not my book, y'all. Okay. So I poured about 8 ounces of Alfredo sauce right on top of those peppers and onions. I got jerk seasoning there too, y'all. So, you know, you have to figure out what's, when you're making stuff and you want a little bit different, just figure out what goes together. I'm going to throw a little bit more of that jerk seasoning over there because the flavors are blending well. They really are. You can't put a lot in there. You can't overpower. In this entire dish, I probably got, I did a tablespoon, remember, of jerk seasoning onto the meat, right onto the meat. So now, there goes the phone. What I'm going to do, since I'm going to put that in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and just put that right on top of there, like that, because this is going to the oven for about 45 minutes. Because that chicken's got to finish cooking, y'all. Okay, we're going to finish up this chicken. I got it all in the pan. What I've done here, because I decided I needed a little bit more liquid in that pan, I went ahead and melted a half a stick of butter in there. It just put the Alfredo seasoning, sauce rather. And I'm using the whole Alfredo, that 12-ounce jar of Alfredo sauce. And this just, you know, just a matter of getting it all mixed up and blended together. Like I said, it's already cooked. So it's a matter of blending. So, let that butter melt down. And this is going to be wonderful over that rice. I have to make sure, you know, I tell you, my people are gravy people. And if you got anything that resembles gravy, they want a lot of it. So, to make sure I had plenty. Just pouring just made a little bit extra, go right over that. Okay, now rinse my pan. Y'all know how I do my little ritualistic pan rinse thing. Okay, that's all she wrote, as my mom used to say. That's all she wrote. Okay. Just gonna get this mixed in there really good, and I'm gonna put a piece of foil over it and run through the oven for about 30 minutes. Just to let that meat, make sure that those thighs are really cooked up good, and those carrots are nice and tender, and that all those juices are flowing through that chicken like we want it. So it's just a creamy jerk Alfredo. We'll name it chicken. I'll just call it simple chicken stir fry for right now. Okay, so that is all done, ready to roll through the oven. I tasted it, it's wonderful. It's very good. Okay, so hold on, it'll be ready in a few minutes. Okay, that kale is boiling nicely. I'm going to go ahead and add those leftover collards to them. That will help to season, so I didn't have to do any meat or anything like that in there. Collards had a little bit of meat, not a lot. So just add those collards to it, and they got to cook about a good 45 minutes to an hour, and we're going to have us a good old tasty kale pot. Of course, you know, we season the water with complete seasoning, and that is, see what 2 bags of kale cooks down to, and then another some collards. You know what? I've got a few more collards left. I'll just try to I always keep some already cooked collards to add to the new collards because of the seasoning, and that way I know everything's gonna be everything, like they say. Just get those collards mixed all up in there real good. It's gonna be all right, y'all. And of course, when the collards get cooked in really good, I want to go back and taste them and see to make sure everything is okay as far as the seasoning. And still, no matter what I put, I always do my stick. I'm just going to do a half a stick this time. I did 1/2 a stick in that chicken dish. Now I'm going to do the other part into the kale. I'm just going to cover it. So for all practical purposes, y'all, this kale is about done. It's going to be done cooking in about another 45 minutes, I believe. And we're going to just put the lid on it and let it rip. Okay, so that's the kale. Kale's ready. So the next thing up for cooking, and I'm just about finished, and it is 1:42. We're going to eat dinner at 3:30. The next thing up will be to finish off the gumbo, cook a pot of rice, and some cornbread. And this meal will be ready for the flavor tray. Okay, got my jasmine rice going. Cook it according to the directions, or if you know, just cook it all right. So we're not going to do instruction on this. Just suffices to say we're having jasmine rice to go with that stir fry and with the gumbo. So we'll get that going. I'm going to cover it and let it cook. You know, rice is going to take about 15-20 minutes to do. So now I'm going to start with the sausage. I've got to slice up some sausage to saute to put in my gumbo and put the shrimp in, and it will be ready, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm going to finish up the gumbo. I'm going to go ahead and saute my sausage that I'm going to put in there. You can put beef, pork, or turkey sausage. This happens to be some pork and turkey sausage. This is a bright leaf brand, I believe it is. So they had them on sale yesterday, so I grabbed them. I should have really grabbed the beef, but since I didn't, we're gonna work with these. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil to get them some stuff. Okay, because you know pork. A lot of people can't eat pork these days. So. And then I'm trying to think. My sister said her doctor told her to get off the red meat. But she could have pork. Now, how about that? So I don't know. Sometimes when you hear these different things about what you can and can't eat for health reasons, I just don't know. We just have to do what we do and hope for the best. I'm gonna put the rest of this in there. Okay, there we go with the sausage. It was encasement, but I guess my knife wasn't sharp enough and it began to crumble. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Well, I got a piece of chicken. I left one of my pieces of chicken thigh, so I just put it in the microwave, y'all. Okay, so we're just going to sort of let that sausage cook, and when it gets done, we'll be ready to add it to the gumbo. And we can be done with our gumbo pot, but this is, you can use bulk sausage, link sausage, however you want to do it. It all ends up doing the deed in the end. So we'll be right back here shortly to finish up this gumbo pot and put that shrimp in. I always put the shrimp in, of course, the last, y'all. Okay, that sausage is browned up pretty good. I'm going to go ahead now and put it over into my pot of chicken. You know, already I got about 2 cups of diced chicken, this thigh meat that I used. A medium onion, half of a small bell pepper, I believe is what I put in there for the veggies, and a stalk of celery. And I got some big stalks in there in the end just to give that more flavor. And then my adobo, I didn't do black pepper yet, that's what I'm trying. So my train of thought is sort of a little gone. Okay, so my adobo seasoning, a tablespoon of adobo seasoning, tablespoon of complete seasoning, and I'm going to put a tablespoon of fish oil. That's all this is gumbo. Okay, that's about a tablespoon of fish oil that goes in there. Okay. So I didn't put the only fish that's going in here, of course, is going to be the shrimp. So I'm going to go ahead and put my sausage in there. And then I'm going to get me another tablespoon of garlic powder. I love this big old spoon here. So put my sausage in. Just drop it right in there. I'm going to use the same skillet because I'm going to make a little bit of roux. Not a lot of roux like I do when I do my real shown up occasion gumbo. This is just something to go along with the dinner. Just something I had a taste for. And we're just going to let that simmer there for a few minutes and then go ahead and make the roux. And then I'll drop those few shrimp in there. And I'm going to drop some corn in there. And we'll be done with that gumbo, y'all. Okay, I've gone ahead and put a small amount of roux. I didn't make a lot, just enough to kind of thicken it a little bit. And I didn't want it the dark roux, of course. I didn't do that. I had to go ahead and pour it because somebody was at the door. And I had to hurry and get it out. That's why I'm telling you, when you're cooking, well, when I'm cooking, I say when I'm cooking, I really like to be in the kitchen alone, unless I'm in there with somebody that knows what they're doing, or if I know I'm in there to give instruction, then you know that's a different story. But I like when I'm cooking, I'm in my element, and I really like to do it alone. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting corn. I'm gonna put 3 ears of corn. I'm cutting it. These little pieces here, I'm gonna cut them in 3 pieces, and they'll be almost like bite-sized pieces. And these are just enhancers, you know, flavor enhancers. Well, that was a small one. Just enhances the flavor of the gumbo. And sort of lets you know you're eating gumbo. See that corn, see a little shrimp. You say, oh yeah, that might be some gumbo. These are frozen. It's taking me a little bit longer. But you need to have that heat boiling pretty good. This is just going to be real good over some rice, y'all. I think I might even just cut these in half. There we go. I think I got 1 or 2. Well, yeah, I do. Got 3 more pieces over here. I didn't realize I had that many. But what I'm doing basically just over here cutting this corn up and putting it right into the pot, and I'll let it come to a rolling boil. In a little bit, it's gonna be done. And I will drop those shrimp in there. So we'll be back, y'all. Okay, the corn is in there, and we're gonna let it boil. So this is gonna boil in about 15 minutes. It's gonna be ready, and it'll just sit until time to eat. Now, the other thing that I need to put in, I've got some, you know, gumbo filet from Louisiana. I have had this bottle for a while, because you don't have to use a whole lot. Get me a tablespoon to go in that pot. Okay. It's called gumbo filet. You know, I don't know where I have not seen that type of New Orleans gumbo filet. I haven't seen it in a while. That kale is ready. Turn the heat from under that. flour spoon. Get me a big spoon in there. Okay. So this got pretty good meat in there. I just don't have the oysters and the I didn't put any fish or anything like that in there. So put the fish oil in there. Yeah, that's gonna be righteous, y'all. My secret weapon, I think, on this one. Some people may use it. I don't know whether people use it or not. But my secret weapon today, I don't know, I always have a little surprise attack. Now I'm gonna go ahead and drop me a little bit of jerk seasoning in there. See what it do. See what that jerk seasoning do. So we got this going. So I wonder do I need some more corn? I put 6. I cut it into 3. I don't know. If I need to put a little bit more corn or no. Yeah, y'all, that's gonna be some good stuff right there. I put about a teaspoon of that jerk seasoning in there. And I think I can use another teaspoon of my fish oil. So put me another teaspoon of fish oil in there. Okay, I think it's time for me to take out the chicken is done. I'm sure it's ready to come out. It's raring to get out of the oven. So I'm gonna let that go ahead and cook a little bit longer, and we're gonna see what we're gonna have here. I might drag a few more ears of corn out of there. Because you know, when you cook that corn down in that meat, in that juice, that's some good eating, y'all. So I think I'm going to do me a couple more ears of corn, which is, these are the half-size ears. So that will put it to a total of 4 large ears of corn to go in there. I want everybody to have plenty of corn, but I don't want to overcrowd it, and definitely won't overcrowd my pot. So I'm going to go back in the fridge after I get this chicken out, and I'm going to grab some more corn. Do a little cleanup here so that I have somewhere to put it. Okay, y'all, ready to put the shrimp into the gumbo, and we are done. Got about a pound of shrimp here to go in, and like I said, I'm putting them in last. Corn, everything else, I'm just going to drop them in there like so. Got some small ones. Okay, they're in. And I'm not going to really boil them a whole lot because they're small shrimp. And all they need to do is just simmer in there just a couple more minutes. So I'm just going to turn that heat up a little bit and let them cook into the broth. And I think, let's see, what y'all think? I might thicken it a little bit more. I'm just going to see here in a second. So gumbo is done. The kale is done. The rice is done. Let's see. That Alfredo chicken stir fry is all done. I'm going to get this vegetable on here in a minute, and we're just going to be ready to eat here shortly as soon as that bread comes out. Okay, we're back. I'm going to go ahead and get my vegetable fruit salad underway. So what I've got here is some zucchini squash. I've cleaned them up and took the ends off of one end. I'll slice them as thin as I can. I got 3 there, but I don't know if I'm going to use all 3 or not. Zucchini squash is just good raw. I just love that flavor it's having. I really meant to get some yellow squash to go along with this, but since I didn't, we're just going to use the zucchini squash. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need both of these. I mean, all 3 of these. I'm just going to use 2. Everything else is ready. Flavor train we pulled in here short. You know, we had a big rainstorm I don't know what was going on. So storm must have been coming in from somewhere, but it was raining really, really hard. And I guess something is going, because my sister-in-law called me from Atlanta and was asking, if we were getting a lot of rain. I guess they are in Atlanta too. So, it's still praying time, y'all. Like I said, we have to pray without ceasing so that the Lord will hear our prayers. And the only way He's going to hear them is that we keep them going up on behalf of everyone, even ourselves, even if it's nothing but to be strengthened to pray. And we have to pray for that. Because sometimes, if you ever been in one of those situations, things get so rough you can't even, seem like you can't get one through. Remember when the disciples asked Jesus to teach them how to pray, and He taught them the Lord's Prayer. So if you can't think of anything on your own, the Lord's Prayer is always appropriate. And if you can't recite the entire Lord's Prayer, get you some Bible verses going. Lord have mercy, Lord help me, I surrender all, I'm yielded. It doesn't take a long litany. You don't have to do a whole turn paper to pray. When you pray out of your heart and out of your need, the Lord already knows. The Holy Spirit has already gone in there and just helping you to get it out. So just remember, just pray. Pray without ceasing. That's I still think about whoever it was that asked me, how do you pray without ceasing? I mean, when you can't pray a lot of times and end up praying, you figure out the Holy Spirit has made an intercession. So just gonna always say that that's always has been my broken record ever since I can remember, is to pray, and then pray some more. And every time, because sometimes when I can't just do a whole lot, I'll just say, Lord have mercy, Father, in the name of Jesus, I surrender all to you, Lord. I need your help, Lord. And sometimes I can't say nothing but Lord have mercy. That in itself is praying. So we just have to, get in that word and get those things down inside of us. Seems like I'm cutting these awfully slow. But anyway, I guess because I'm talking and really into what I'm saying as well. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting the rest of these veggies up. And when I come back, they're going to be ready. Okay, y'all, I've got a small tomato here, and basically for color, a little bit of taste, because I don't want this salad real juicy. I just want it nice and flavorful, and that tomato, it'll just give it a little bit of something, a little bit of extra kapow and color too. I mean, it'll just give y'all, red and green are just two colors that, of course, go well together and brighten up a area and make it look so festive. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the tomatoes in. Okay, put my tomatoes in there, clean that little area off. And I've got some red onion that I've already cut. I've cut them in ringlets. I'm just going to drop that, a medium-sized red onion. And I'm going to put for my fruit, one of the pieces of fruit I'm going to put in there is going to be an apple. I'm not going to even take the peels, I think, off these apples. I'm just going to go ahead and do them like this. Get the core out of there, get that part out. Recake one of these. These are nice apples. They have a little sweet taste to them. So we're just going to cut them like so. And then I'm just going to make some little squares out of them. Not even sure if I'm going to put all of them in or not. Leave the peel right. A lot of the nutrients, of course, are in the peeling of the apples. And just got nice little chunk sizes like so. They don't have to be any particular size. Not on my show, anyway. Not on my show. Somebody sent me a compliment, and it was a very wonderful compliment that I did the caliber of cooking that could be on one of the Food Network or something like that, or one of the cooking shows. That was a wonderful compliment, and I thank you. But you know what? I think that kind of cooking takes the fun out of cooking, because everything has to be a certain size, a certain shape, and all this kind of stuff. And I don't think I would enjoy doing that. I really don't. I may ever, but thanks anyway, since y'all think I can cook that well. those time constraints, and I can, I can get in the kitchen, but now at my age now, it wears and tears when I've got 6 hours worth of cooking to do. Oh yeah, it kind of gets kind of scary with me because it's tiresome, and you got that food like what I'm cooking on the grill. I have to pace myself. I can't like how they do those quick fires, or you got to have everything got to be an inch wide, and I just cannot do that. Okay, so this is almost done. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna do some nice straw. I'm gonna cut that in half like that, and then it's gonna cut through some nice strawberry halves to go in there. About 4 to 5 strawberries, because these are pretty good sized strawberries. Okay, all the fruits and veggies are in the bowl. I'm gonna put it in a big old mixing bowl so we can get it stirred up, and I'm gonna put it back in my serving dish. Okay, so we got zucchini, tomatoes, apples, strawberries, and onions, red onions. So pretty in it. But y'all never did this before, did you? Me neither. This is my new test kitchen veggie fruit salad. And what I'm going to do, I've got this kosher salt. I'm going to sprinkle it right over there. And probably a good teaspoon. Probably all I'm going to need. I'll say that was a teaspoon. Okay. I want to put some cayenne pepper. I'm going to get me some cayenne pepper to put over there as well. So hold on one sec. Okay, I'm back. Got my cayenne pepper. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit. Probably 1/4 teaspoon. Cayenne is hot. So we're just using the cayenne to sort of give a little bit of a punch. I mean, everything needs a little punch. Okay. And I've got this, I love balsamic vinaigrette dressing. I'm going to pour about 1/4 cup of that. You don't need a lot. You just need something to coat and to complement these veggies. So I'll be right back. Okay, I got my vinaigrette dressing on there. Just toss it for about a minute to make sure that dressing gets on every piece of fruit, every vegetable. And I guarantee when you finish it, or you don't have to use the flavor that I use. There are different kinds of balsamic vinaigrette dressing out there on the market, or you can make your own. If I had not had any already made, I was going to make some. I thought I was going to have to. So I'm just going to say that this salad is done. Get a taste of it. Get some of everything on there. Isn't it a pretty salad though? That's yummy, y'all. That's really good. And of course, y'all know I gotta hit it with I'm gonna hit it with about a teaspoon of brown sugar, just to pull. I wasn't quite getting what I wanted, so we're gonna pull some more flavor out of that. Now this is gonna be used as a little side garnish dish. Okay. That was a tablespoon of brown sugar, y'all. My favorite thing in the world to use these days. But even if you want to just leave it off, you can. But I want brown sugar in mine. Okay, let's taste it one more time. Let's take the little thing there. It's exactly where I want it to be. Okay, so it's done. I'm going to put it in a serving bowl, and I'll be back. Okay, y'all, dinner is done. It's served. It's chicken stir fry, sausage and shrimp gumbo with chicken in it. Good old savory jasmine rice, savory kale, fruit and veggie salad, sweet cornbread, and brown sugar lemonade. So it is time to eat, y'all. It's time to eat. I'm telling y'all. Let's go over here on the stove and we can see it. There's that good old aromatic fluffy jasmine rice, and behind that jasmine rice is our chicken stir fry with the Alfredo sauce in it, just for another extra punch to it. And of course, there is my gumbo, my chicken sausage and shrimp gumbo. And on the back burner there, look, that kale tastes so good. I want to hide the pot, but I can't do that, can I? Okay, I'm going to share. It's so good today. I don't know what's going on, but it's wonderful. Okay, now I got the cornbread here. Good old sweet, creamy cornbread. And of course, we got that nice vegetable and fruit salad. I really like that. You see, I have to keep something like that in the fridge because I'm a snacker. So that is a new dish as far as I'm concerned. Just something I came up with. So watch the video and get your bowl going. So listen, guys, thank y'all for hanging out with me rather. And thank y'all for praying. Thank y'all for all the comments. And for last Sunday's Sunday dinner, when Prissy P was here, God knows we had a time and we had a good old meal. But listen, in the meantime, keep those prayers going up so the blessings will continue to come down. And until I decide to cook again, y'all, I can hear the flavor train now. It's trying to pull up the street, so I need to get on and get out of their way. So until I cook again, now keep those prayers going up so the blessings will continue to come down and that we'll all get blessed in the end. So until I cook again, love you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, y'all. Okay. Thank you. Toodaloo.